y'all. Welcome to or back to Growth Rising. I'm Bird, and on this channel, we talk about all things dealing with astrology. Right now, we're talking about Jupiter, and Jupiter is about expansion and luck and optimism and freedom. You know, I don't know, think about hippie back in the 60s, I think. Hippie, you know how hippies are about freedom and love and all that good stuff. Well, love is more in Venus area. But anyway, so yeah, Jupiter is about freedom, luck, expansion, overdoing, um, profit, that kind of stuff. And so to see where you have your natal Jupiter, what you'll do is to go to Google and type in free birth chart calculator, and you'll type in your time of birth, place, and the date. And you'll be able to see your specific birth chart so that you'll know what sign and which houses you have all your planets and angles in. So we just recently did Jupiter in Aries. So now we're going to do Jupiter in Taurus. And I feel like I should try to sit up straight or something. I don't know. Yeah. But I feel like I should. But yeah, so if you do all of that and you see that you have Jupiter in Taurus, first and foremost, pay attention to your Venus because Taurus is ruled by Venus. So you want to make sure that your Venus is in a sign that it likes, because if Venus is in a sign that it doesn't like, Venus is having more of a struggle than, whatever other planets that might be in signs that they like. And also if it has any harsh aspects to certain planets, like any of the maleficents. But yeah, so if your Venus is doing pretty cool in your chart, your Jupiter will be pretty fine as well. But if your Venus is having more of a struggle, then your Jupiter may, have to struggle a little bit more. And also, you want to see if your Jupiter is direct or if it's retrograde, as well as your Venus. So just to go ahead and clear some of that up. So back to Jupiter and Taurus. If you find out that you have this sign, first and foremost, you may be somebody who likes to eat and very much enjoy the luxury side of life. You can be a very optimistic person, grounded and realistic. Like you're not living with your head in the clouds thinking, oh, if I just breathe, something great is going to happen to me without me putting forth any effort. No, you're realistic. Like, okay, if I really want this, I know I got to find a way to get to whatever it is that I want. You can be very dedicated and patient. Taurus is a very patient sign. I really want to be like y'all when I grow up. But yeah, so Jupiter and Taurus can be patient, dedicated, make sure that they stay true to whatever plan it is that they have already set. And also, if you have Jupiter in Taurus, you could be somebody who is very good with finances. You could, just make a lot of money, but you could also be the person who spends a lot of money also. So you can get the money, but it's like you're not holding on to it for a long period of time because you're also spending it. Because Taurus is about the money. Taurus traditionally rules the second house, which does deal with money. So if you have Jupiter in this house, for one, are you a millionaire yet? But no, but y'all look, if y'all do have that sign, don't come back on here and be like, you told me I was supposed to be a millionaire. I ain't saying it. Because you also got to be working towards it. It ain't just gonna happen if you just breathe. Anyway, you can be very motivated to do things that will bring you comfort. So if it's something that you got to do just so that you can get whatever luxury or comfort or whatever it is, you're going to do it because you're looking at the end goal. It's like, okay, yep, I want to go and eat this really good meal at this restaurant. So I'm going to make sure that I do whatever it is I got to do to get to that point, because because Taurus do like to eat and sleep. I really still be thinking about that Pokemon sometimes. I forgot his name. Sorry. Can be very persistent and appreciate the process. So how some people may want to rush through certain things just to get to that end goal, Taurus and Jupiter will be like, okay, I'm going to find the good in this process. What is this process teaching me? How can I learn just from the process in itself instead of go, 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 quick, 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 slowing down and actually like smelling the roses on your journey to wherever you got to go. Excuse me. You can also have good self-esteem because like Taurus is like it's like the connection to your body. And you could really be feeling yourself and there's nothing wrong with that. And I love that for you. No, I really mean that. I do. But like I had said, like if you have a harsh aspects with Venus or issues with Venus and where your Jupiter, how your Jupiter is placed, that could also affect that part, like with your self esteem. But like, let's say that your Venus is like in Libra and it's direct, and your Jupiter is in Taurus direct, and they're not making any harsh aspects or anything. You probably looking at yourself like, yeah, I'm a baddie. And also, you could be more lucky in situations where you align your actions with your values. So, like, if it's something that you don't value and you're trying, like, let's say if your actions are doing something that you know you do not agree with, that won't end up to be a very beneficial situation for you. It'll be something that probably works more against you than for you because your values don't align with it. As long as you keep your actions with the things that you value, you should be able to see the luck coming into your life. See those good, that good coming back to you. Those good seeds that you sown, they're going to grow and you're going to reap that harvest. And Jupiter can also, you know, be an indication to your spouse or long term partner, significant other, basically somebody who you really want to be with. And so with Jupiter in Taurus, you could, be with somebody who's stable, who's grounded, and they are very well with their finances, or they may come from a very wealthy family, or have a good inheritance, something where their finances are pretty good, and or they are very good with their finances, so they're able to keep a good amount of money in the household. And also, these people may come off as controlling, like with finances, since that's a theme with Taurus. Um, it could be like they're trying to control the way that you spend your money so that they can be like, we got to make sure that we have at least this much in our checking account at all times. Like if it ever gets to below this amount, we have a problem, or we got to have this much in our savings at all times. So you cannot go out on a spa day on a random Wednesday in June. I don't know why, but that just came to me. But yeah, so they could see it as something like that, and you can be feeling like they're a very controlling person, or they might just like other things a specific way. They want things in the house to be a specific way. They want the cars to be a specific way. And when you go outside of that, it's like, why did you change this? You were not supposed to change this. You got to keep it the way that it was because that's the way that makes sense. Something like that. And also, these people can come off as very materialistic because Taurus can be materialistic. So, if you have your natal Jupiter in Taurus, I want to know what you did and did not agree with. And also, let me know if I left anything out. Have a good one.